Hello, my name is Maryam. Today we are going to learn about theoretical probability. What does that mean? Any idea? Good job. Uh, Probability means how likely an event is to happen when all outcomes are equally likely. Probability equal to favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. For example, when I want to choose between 1 to 5, the chance of uh, all outcomes are equally likely. The chance of I choose 1 is equal to the chance of I choose 5. Okay, first let's explore this idea with an example, and then we can get back here. Uh, in this example, it says randomly choose an integer from 1 to 30. What's the probability of choosing a multiple of 3 or 4? Okay, so what we know from the example, we know that we randomly choose an integer from 1 to 30. So our total outcomes, let me see. Yeah, our total outcomes would be 30. Good job. And what we need to find? Yes, we need to find that the probability of choosing a multiple of 3 or 4. Let's see. Let's find it together. Are you ready? Okay. First of all, let's find the multiples of 3, which are 3, good job, 6, 9, 12, yes, 15, 18, 21, 24, good job, 27, and 30, good job. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 numbers. And what are the multiples of 4? 4, good job. 8, yes, 12, 16, 20, good job. 24, 27, 28, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 numbers here. But be careful because we have or here, multiple of 3 or 4. So here we have 2 numbers which are counted twice. Which are those numbers? Good job. 12. Yes. 12. So one of them is 12 and 24. Good job. So we have 2 numbers which are counted twice, and we need to subtract those duplicates. Okay, so be careful about about this part. So when we combine 10 and 7, we should subtract 2. So the result is 15. So let's get back here. What is the favorable outcomes? Yes, the favorable outcome is 15. Good job. And what's our probability? Yes, 15 over 30. Which simplifies to 1/2. Yes. Is there any question for this example? Okay, let's go for the second example. We have a spinor probability. It says a spinor has region A, B, and C. So the spinor has 3 regions, A, B, and C. And here we have the probability of A, which is 1/3, and the probability of B, which is 1/2. What we need to find, good job, we need to find probability of C. So we know the probability of A and B, and we need to find the probability of C. Okay. Look at this. Here we have the key idea, which says all probability together must add up to 1, because all probability together, when we want to find it, the numerator is equal to denominator, because look at here, because the favorable outcomes would be equal to total outcomes. Does it make sense? Is there any question? Okay. Okay, based on this key idea, we can easily find the probability of C. So we have this formula, and between 3 and 2, we need to find a common denominator, which is 6. Okay, so we have 2/6 plus 3/6 plus P, which is probability of C, equal to 1. And we could write 1 as 6/6. Okay. So based on that, the probability of C equal to, from those parts, we have 5/6. So we have 6/6, subtract 5/6, and the result would be 1/6. Okay, is there any question? Good job. Okay, let's summarize our today's lesson. We have 3 ideas here. The first one is probability equal to favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. And the key idea of number 2 is for all problems, add the groups and subtract the overlap. We need to always subtract the overlap, so be careful about that. And the third key idea is for a complete spinner, all probabilities add up to 1. Is there any question? Okay. Great job today.